Apparently, the author of one of the most absurd doctoral dissertations I've ever exposed has since requested that ProQuest prevent the public from viewing or purchasing it. Good thing I downloaded it. You can view and download it at the link below. So when academics don't want anybody to see their work, that's a really great clue that everything they're doing is total and utter bullshit. Let's see, what is this? A brief history of my gendered body, an autoethnographic exploration of trans, queer, and Cuban embodiment. What does Cuban embodiment mean? No idea. I guarantee this person doesn't even have an idea. It's just words. They just string words together in a way that they think will imbue it with some false authority or depth or profundity. At the request of the author, this graduate work is not available to view or purchase. I wonder why. I wonder if it's utterly ludicrous and people would just make fun of it. I wonder if that's why. Let's see. What's this? Author's note, an abstract of sorts, always pretentious, always. Hello, darling. Really? This is academia now, folks. Welcome. What follows is an embodied unfurling, stutter, and flow of the intersections of my gender, ethnicity, and sexuality. It's a tale of one body throughout 4 cities in 5 parts as an autoethnography. Holy crap. I think I just lost 20 IQ points just reading that. So they're not even taking it seriously at this point. Hello, darling. Welcome. What follows is an embodied unfurling, stutter, flow of the intersections. She wants to be a terrible poet. Why not just do that? What a waste of human potential this all is. Psychology's canon does not reflect most of me and therefore has a very little place here. So she's just going to ignore all scholarship because it's really just about her. It is autoethnography after all. That's science now, just whatever you feel like. It is an invalidation based in, oh no, white supremacist epistemic injustice. Not just white supremacy, it's white supremacist epistemic injustice to be expected to justify experiences, observations, and ideas by citing respectable professionals legitimized by a violent institution. Legitimized by a violent institution. What institution was this? Does it say over here? Point Park University. I've never heard of it before. I'm sure it must be terrifying. Let's see. The same institution that I am seeking validation from true. The same institution I am seeking validation from true. Honesty resists simplicity. Well, what about reality? What about facts? Right? Honesty doesn't resist facts or reality. So by basically just rejecting scholarship entirely, that means you don't have to be a scholar. You don't need to provide evidence. You don't need to prove anything that you're going to say. It's just your feelings. I keep saying it. This is an enormous waste of human potential. I'm not saying this person would have done anything great, but might have done something useful, like filling in potholes, for instance. And how much more useful is filling in potholes? A billion, trillion, infinite amount of times more useful than a brief history of my gendered body, an autoethnographic exploration of trans, queer, and Cuban embodiment. So I think it's pretty dumb. What does he say here? Colin Wright says authors typically pay academic journals thousands of dollars out of pocket to make their research open access. Imagine going out of your way to contact an academic publisher requesting to make your open access research completely inaccessible to the public. It's like they want to be recognized as having a doctorate, but realize that anyone who actually reads their dissertation will view them as an academic charlatan. Well, who would think that? I mean, who would think that after reading Psychology's canon does not reflect most of me and therefore has very little place here. It is an invalidation based in, oh, white supremacist, epistemic injustice, to be expected to justify experiences, observations, and ideas. You know what? If you can't justify anything that you're saying, it's worthless. That's the whole thing. But I guess that's the white supremacist epistemic injustice in me talking, I guess. Uh, Utter frauds, obvious frauds, utter waste of time. Get this person filling in potholes immediately. Probably, you know what? Not even that, because probably wouldn't even be able to do a good job at that. I don't know what. Maybe just out of the way. Just I think maybe what we need to do is just find a nice island somewhere, a really nice island out in the middle of the Pacific somewhere, really nice one that's not populated yet, and just take all of the academics, well, not all of them, but the STEM people can stay, most of them, but the humanities, all of them, because we don't need them anymore, quite frankly. It's just completely a waste of time now. Put them on the nice island. Make it really nice for them. They're never going to want to leave. Just put them there. There's like no internet to the outside world. They can have like an intranet, like in China. And if you tell them it's like how China does it, they'll all love it, right? So they'll all be fine with that. Just put them on a nice island, and make them comfortable. Airdrop supplies to them every month, and just let them live there and write all their papers together and stuff. And if some giant, hurricane comes along and just wipes it off the face of the earth, well, whatever. I mean, we tried. At that point, we tried. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.